All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this wherever you are. As promised to do a walkthrough of my most recently finished up sketchbook. So here it is. I got this sketchbook from Airship Notebooks. Graciously sent one to try out, and I really enjoyed using the book, and it was a great experience. So if you go check out their page on Instagram or wherever, that's Airship Notebooks. Really worth taking a look at. I sticker them up, you know, just because. For this one, I gave myself a challenge to fill it within a year, and I started that on, looks like May 15th, and I finished it just a little bit ago on January 9th. So let's do a little walkthrough. All right, so first little piece here, of course, is an airship in deference to Airship Notebooks, kind of a way of honoring them within the book. A lot of things in here too, I'll just try things out, sketch ideas out, and they never go anywhere. Little faces and things like that, sometimes they're just kind of fun to do, just practicing faces. I tend to make my faces way too long, so I need to do a better job at that. It's just little cartoony things, just for fun. This is the Owl Knight. It's not my idea, it's by Jake Parker, but if I get stuck on an idea or something, or I just need something to draw, sometimes I'll just copy something I've seen or somebody I really admire. So this is a copy of one of his works, just for practice. I don't know what that is. Sad cat. Another copy of Jake Parker. This is his Skull Chaser. Just kind of a cool creature character. So it's kind of maybe hard to see on the video, but I got some light blue pencil there. Just trying to laying out faces and trying to make that nose not as long, because I tend to do that. This is something that I drew up after a trip to Idaho. I was inspired by the water towers that were there. This particular one didn't turn out, so what I did is I ended up redrawing it digitally, and everything kind of worked out better that way. Just little sketches. Things to practice and forget about. It's Anthony, not a very good Anthony Bourdain. That one's a little bit better, I think. It looks more like him. Again, the face is still too long. Don't know why I do that. Here's a little lizard. He's fun. This was something that I actually ended up doing digitally, but I sketched it out in the pencil first. I find sketching with pencil first before taking things digital is a good practice for me, so that's what I ended up doing. I wanted to do like a lightning in the bottle thing, but I ended up doing a really colorful sunset. The lightning just wasn't working, so I just switched it. Let's see, the Frankenstein's monster, of course. Pencil sketch of him when I was, this is in June, looks like. I was waiting for the car's oil to get changed. So just sat at a Starbucks and kept on doing that. Little elephant. You know, one of the floating scapes that I do. There it is. So I was only up to July this far in, so I was kind of worried that I wouldn't make it, but I made it. Little face. Trying bigger eyes, kind of a thing, smaller nose. Just playing around. Here I actually sat down one morning. This is in the summertime. I'm a teacher, so I have, you know, I don't go to work in the summertime, but it gives me an opportunity to practice. And so what I did is I tried drawing an ear from just what I thought it looked like. And then I looked up a couple of references here for these next two. This is more of a younger ear, of course, and more of an older ear. And I found the names of the different parts of the ear. Some figures. Just sketchy ideas. I don't think this actually went anywhere. Just trying those extreme perspectives. Oh yeah, this one was a hoot to draw. Pun totally intended. Owls are fun. They always look very serious. It's supposed to be a hops flower, but it didn't turn out as good as I hoped. It's kind of a demented strawberry now, but there it is. A little fun. Played with the some gray tone markers. I think one of my girls made a scribble on that page. Here's another one, just the floating scape with the night sky in the background. You can kind of see some corrections I've done there with the whiteout. That one was fun. It really feels like it's coming forward, which I really appreciate. It doesn't always work out that way. I'm going to skip the next page because those are just notes that I had with a meeting with somebody. Little doodles and things here, just playing with ideas. Not everything gets used, of course. This is Murphy. He is a friend of mine's dog. He's a good boy. we went for walks this summer together, so we drew a little picture of him, a pen. More floating landscapes. It's all good stuff there. Sometimes I like to do little animals and things like that. They end up always looking a little bit more cartoonish than realistic, which I'm okay with. And they kind of have a little sweetness about them, which I like. All right, let's see here. Next page. Yeah, I don't think I actually ever put this one up. I'm not sure if I did. I didn't care for how this turned out. I wanted to do something where it's like just, just a big shape in the background. But yeah, so anyway, that happens. Little doodles. They aren't very, complex or anything, just fun. So yeah, this one, so a friend of mine asked me to do a couple of drawings for him, and this is one of the ones that I did. He does a Dungeons and Dragon campaign, and one of the campaigns that he wrote was the heroes get shrunk down to a small size, and they have to battle, insects and bugs and stuff. And this was one of the things. This is the hero standing before a great clover forest, as it were. There's some menacing bug there, something like that, a little looking ladybug creature. That was fun. Something maybe half finished. I didn't really care to finish. That happens sometimes. It's a fish. Have a couple of color pencils that I always keep with me. I always have a red, a blue, and a gray. And just try to play around with just simple things like that. Kind of see what I can do with limited tools. Little things. Little raven, blackbird, crow creature that I drew with some friends. We're just hanging out, having a pint, and bring your sketchbooks. Drink and draw kind of stuff, Nothing on that page. It's goodbye. Oh yeah, some half-finished, unfinished things. That happens sometimes. Just kind of abandoned things. Notes and garbage. Oh, here we go. So I wanted to do another match, and I tried it out this one, and it just wasn't working. So I did, round 2. And this is the one I actually put up on Instagram. It turned out pretty good, I think. If I do say so myself. I'm pretty happy actually with how this bit here kind of wraps around, so it looks like there's, the match, then there's a flame, and then there's another layer there. Seems to work out okay. Oops, sorry about that. This is, I did a table at a farm this last summer, and on the way out there was this really cool looking fallen-in barn with a big oak tree growing near it, and so I wanted to kind of redraw that when I was working at my table that day. So lots of detail on that one. Lots of little strokes and stuff. That was fun. I like that one a lot. Groot. So probably watch Guardians of the Galaxy or something like that and put it on Groot in the book. And I just turned my computer on. Apologize for the noise. So yeah, he's holding the stuff. I was trying on this one to do more solid black colors and things like that. Big blocks of color. I think for some reason or another that finger really works for me. I don't know what it is about it. The way the whiteout cuts back in. That's pretty cool. Anyway. More just little sketchy things. I think I was stuck somewhere and just did this all with Sharpie. My computer's going to make a bunch of noise here, so I apologize. This is Cronin from Hellboy. And he's one of the main bad guys, but I really thought his costume was really cool, and the way that they made him sort of inhuman without a nose, and just a fun character to draw. All the designs in that film are just spectacular, and the comics too, of course. Speaking of awesome designs, another iconic, character, if you will, from not Return of the Jedi. What am I saying? Empire Strikes Back. Battle of Hoth. I cannot talk. There's a fun little droid to draw. I was playing with doing little cartoony faces. Yeah. This is for Inktober. Yeah, I tried this for Inktober. I didn't put this one up, but I did put this one up. It's a little bit better, a little bit more refined for roasted. And T-Rex cranium. Again, I'm making this stuff way too long and big, out of proportion. So, gotta stop doing that. This is another Inktober. Yeah, this is another Inktober one. This is chicken. So, chicken body and a big dinosaur head. Of course, they're related, distantly. Or maybe not so distantly. Maybe we have a bunch of little T-Rexes living on farms. I don't know. This one's for Inktober again too. I think it was for whale. And I'd done a very similar drawing to this before, but I really liked how it turned out, so I just decided to do it for Inktober because I was stuck for ideas, so I just needed to make another whale, and I did. Inktober again. So there's a lot of Inktovers in here, I guess. This is for what? Is this one weak? Yeah, it's a little sprout there. Yep. Acorn sprouted. Oh yeah, this one. So this is a little Kraken. You know, he's putting stuff into his bottle there, and I had a box that I was going to color in, but I wasn't liking how it was, so I wanted to play with the size. So I finished it up digitally actually, and it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. Just some messing around with pencil and ink stuff. Probably just hanging out with friends, not doing much of anything. Was that November 5th? Yeah, so pretty recently. I did some cabin and tree and waters thing series. I tried to do this minimal kind of clouds in the background, just to add some flavor up there, just kind of give a background. And some dumb sketch things here I was trying out. Okay, so I run a drink and draw in Vancouver, Washington. So if you're ever in the area, you know, look us up on Facebook and come check it out. We meet up about twice a month, and so I drew this for one of our meetups, just to say, hey, come hang out with us. This is a local brewery. Thanksgiving, of course. He always looks concerned. Should be. Some little small doodles here. Oh, another little drink and draw thing. Yeah. Little light sketches, just ideas, playing with things. Never go anywhere. I did a bunch of hand practice here until I start out really bad and things like that. Just trying different things. Lumping the 3 fingers together with the 1 and all that stuff. The thumb always gave me the most trouble. I don't know. I did a couple pages here. My daughter drew those. Drawn kitties. This one I thought turned out okay. Not half bad. Pretty realistic. Pretty believable. Yeah. Last page of that stuff. Just doing little 5-10 minute pencil drawings with them. A little camping scene. This one I started with a triangle. I just filled in the triangle. That one I think I turned digital eventually. Fish face guy, never finished him. And Krampus for the holiday time, so December 23rd, close to Christmas Eve. All that hand practice came out quite nicely, so I was able to knock out those hands without too much apprehension. And then, oh, it's upside down. So, just a close up of the claw there. Never finished it, but whatever. And let's see. Oh, yeah. A little candle for Christmas Day, I think. Little floaty scenes. Lots of those. If you like those, that's great. We got lots of them. Some of them are better than others, just think the way the composition is. Yeah, this one didn't work out. The eyes are too far back from the nose and all that stuff, so I just like, forget it. Just quit it. More floaty scenes. I'm doing this thing now or two. I try to just not put anything inside the trees and just have it be a pretty flat space. Some sketches, preliminary sketch ideas I did for a friend, a little project for her. More hands and stuff, but I had some gray tone markers that I was playing with to kind of put the shadows in. So neutral, warm, and cool looks like I had. A little fish guy from Hellboy, of course. Didn't turn out as good as I hoped, but you know that's how that goes sometimes. And more floaty scenes, yay! Lots of those. Went to visit my brother on Oahu. He's stationed over there, so we did a lot of walking and looking at flowers and plants, of course. So the hibiscus, of course, is very, very key. Oh yeah, going back to work. Plowing back to work, I guess. And this one I just made a giant mess on it. I was playing with a shark, kind of a negative silhouette sort of thing here. But you can kind of see. It almost looks like the shark is like radioactive or something with the way that it's done. So, interesting idea, but it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. But that's the nice thing about the sketchbook, you know, it doesn't really, it's it's just for practice. It's just for doing fun stuff. You know, more floating scenes. A little bit more there. A mushroom. I'm really trying down here to do those single strokes and change the tone by making those strokes really tight together, and then adding a little bit of a line to kind of give some definition to the edges, but letting the negative space do the talking is a hard thing for me to learn. Oh, and that's it. That's the end of the book. So, thanks for watching. Airship Notebooks. Go give them a look. Just say hi. Have a good night.